Yo, what up, all my lucky gamers? Irish here. Today I'm bringing you a gameplay commentary on the map Slums. It's a hardpoint league play match, and currently I'm ranked 28th in Masters. I'm really grinding for that #1 spot. I'm playing 3 to 4 hours every day. I'm either playing with Shawns or Franco and one other person, and I'm having a lot of fun with the new rules, and just having a lot of fun playing in league play in general. There's a lot more people playing league play now that Call of Duty XP has been announced. So you get your fair share of really good teams, and then you get your fair share of really shitty teams. And this just happened to be one of those games where the opponents weren't really, they weren't the best. But I've played worse, so let's just get things started with what I want to talk to you guys today about. Today, I want to kind of bring you guys a little childhood story that, you know, I think looking back on it now is kind of funny, but back then I was scared shitless. So, you know, maybe you guys can relate. Maybe some of you guys have had one of those really mean, crazy old neighbors that would yell at you for stepping on their lawn or taking one step on their driveway or something like that. And this happened about 10 years ago, and me and all the other kids in the neighborhood, we were always outside. You know, after school we'd hang out, play some basketball or hockey, you know, throw a football around or something like that. And pretty much every day in the summer, you know, that was our day. You know, I'd wake up in the morning, eat some breakfast, watch a little bit of TV. You know, 10 a.m. rolls around, and then I was outside until about, you know, 10 p.m. that night. And we were always, you know, either riding our bikes, playing hockey, throwing the football around, playing soccer, playing basketball, throwing a frisbee, playing hide and go seek, or whatever little kids do. And, you know, that's pretty much what I did, you know, back when I was like 10. You know, I stayed out of trouble most of the time. And our crazy neighbor was just very, very mean. You know, we would kick a ball, or we'd throw a ball and it would, you know, bounce and it would go onto his yard. And we'd try to retrieve it, and he'd just be sitting there yelling, "Get off my lawn!" But he's, you know, screaming at us in his language, and he's really, really angry and screaming at the top of his lungs. And we were, you know, terrified of him. You know, I was one of the older kids in the neighborhood, and most of the younger ones were absolutely terrified of him. And I was scared too, but I wasn't as scared like they were. And, you know, every day, maybe once, the ball would end up on his yard, and we'd go and fetch it. Sometimes we'd ask one of our parents to go get it for us because, you know, we were a little too scared of what he would do. And he was always calling the cops for, like, the, you know, littlest things. You know, we'd go onto his grass and grab a ball. Boom, cops would come, and it was, you know, crazy. And then one day in the summer, I believe, summer of 2003, maybe 2004, I can't really remember. And we were playing hockey, and one of the balls got shot into his backyard. Now, usually, if a ball got shot into his backyard, that was it. You will never, ever, ever see that ball again. We must have lost a dozen, maybe 2 dozen balls because they were shot into his backyard. He would take them and then put them into his shed, and I'm pretty sure he chopped most of them up into pieces or chopped them in half, because I remember him doing that to a tennis ball right in front of us. Like, it shot into his backyard. He was out there working, and he picks up the ball. We were way too scared to even ask for it back, and he just, boom, takes his machete, slices it right in half, that was the end of that ball. And then, you know, so on this time, the ball got knocked into his backyard, and we didn't see him out there. It didn't look like he was in his shed or anything. So we were like, you got to get it back. You got to get the ball. We got to go get the ball. And, you know, first we were like, okay, you shot it. You got to go get it. And, you know, he was like one of the younger ones. He's like, no, I'm not going to go get it. I'm, you know, no, I'm too scared. Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, after talking for a couple minutes, I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go get the ball back for us. You know, wish me luck. So then I was like, all right, help me up over the fence. I got up over the fence. I was extremely cautious. I was so quiet. I was just tiptoeing in the driveway up towards the ball. I grabbed the ball, and he was out in his backyard, and he saw me, and he just gets right up. He grabs his machete. I swear to God, no word of a lie. He comes chasing me. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, everyone's screaming. They're like, you got to get out of there now. Come, he's coming after you. I'm just bucking it. And I jump up on top of the trailer he had right by the fence. And I'm running, and I get up on top of that trailer, and I'm going over the fence. And he takes a swing at me, and he misses by inches. And I'm freaking out. They're freaking out. I got over the fence. We're like, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. I was so freaked out. They were freaked out. He's screaming at the top of his lungs, and eventually we're just like, hey, fuck this, we're going inside. So we all split up. We all went back home. We all went inside. Cops ended up coming, and we were like freaking out. You know, we could see him pointing, you know, to our house, and we were like, you know, hiding. We closed all the blinds, shut off all the lights. Cops come knocking. They're knocking. Anyone home? And, you know, we didn't touch the door. We did nothing. We just stayed completely silent. You know, we're also freaking out. We're like, oh my God, the cops are here, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that was probably like the craziest thing that happened when we were younger. And now, was I just a stupid little kid back then, or was I the neighborhood hero? I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the description below. This video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. YouTube, stay lucky.